Welcome to our newsline. You're watching ERi-TV English news broadcast live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Ham Barkhat. Let's first look at the top stories that are making headlines today. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Eritrean delegation participates at the second ministerial meeting of the Group of Friends in Defense of the Charter of the UN. Apple Inc. is likely to slash production of its iPhone. Hong Kong Stock Exchange cancelled all trading sessions. 6 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the Central and Ansaba regions. Out of these, 3 patients are from quarantine centers and testing stations in Asmara Central region. 3 patients are from quarantine center in Keren, Ansaba region. Accordingly, the total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 6,764. The total number of recovered patients to date stands at 6,673, while the number of deaths stands at 43. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 13 October 2021. Eritrean delegation participates at the second ministerial meeting of the Group of Friends in Defense of the Charter of the United Nations that was held on 12 October. At the meeting that was held on the margins of the high-level commemorative meeting of the non-aligned countries in Belgrade, Serbia, Presidential Advisor Mr. Imani Gabrab addressed the meeting. The Group of Friends in Defense of the Charter of the UN that was established in July 2021 encompasses 19 countries, including Eritrea, Russia, China, Cuba, and Venezuela held its first meeting on 23 September 2021 in New York. The Group of Friends Defense of the Charter of the UN is established in defense of the universal and basic objectives of the United Nations Charter, including ensuring the preserving global peace and security, supremacy of rule of law, as well as economic and social development and human rights, and strongly opposes unilateral and hegemonic actions. Ambassador Isa Ahmed Isa, Eritrean ambassador to the Sudan, presented his credentials to Chairman of the Transitional Military Council of the Republic of Chad, General Mohamed Idris Deby, as non-resident ambassador to the country. At the ceremony held at National Palace in N'Djamena, Ambassador Isa Ahmed conveyed message of goodwill of President Isaias Afwerki and expressed Eritrea's readiness to strengthen bilateral relation and cooperation with the Republic of Chad. Ambassador Isa Ahmed Isa also expressed readiness in cooperation with Chadian concerned institutions to work for the development of bilateral relation and cooperation between the two countries. General Mohamed Idris Deby, on his part, expressed his country's willingness and readiness to develop the friendly relations between the two countries in diplomatic and economic sectors, as well as to work together on regional and global issues. In the same vein, Ambassador Isa Ahmed Isa met and held talks on 11 October with Mr. Sharif Mohammed Zen, Foreign Minister of Chad, focusing on strengthening bilateral relations and issues of interest to the two countries. We'll be back with the international news. Stay tuned. Apple Inc. likely is to slash production of its iPhone 13 by as many as 10 million units due to the global chip shortage, Bloomberg News reported on Tuesday, citing people familiarly with the matter. The company was expected to produce 90 million units of the new iPhone models by the end of this year, according to Bloomberg. The report said Apple told its manufacturers that the number of units would be lower because chip suppliers, including Broadcom Inc. and Texas Instruments, are struggling to deliver components. In July, Apple forecast slowing revenue growth and said the chip shortage, which had started hitting its ability to sell Macs and iPads, would also crimp iPhone production. The chip crunch has put immense pressure on industries from automobiles to electronics, leading many automakers to temporarily suspend production. The Hong Kong Stock Exchange cancelled all trading sessions and shut stock market for entirety of Wednesday due to a storm. The Hong Kong Observatory had raised the number 8 typhoon signal as severe tropical storm Kompasu moved southeast of the city in the South China Sea. The high storm signal is a number 10. The signal expected to remain in force at least before 4 p.m. Hong Kong time. The storm currently heading in west towards China's Hainan Island after battering the Philippines, leaving at least 9 people dead there, along with heavy flooding and landslides. The raging Alisa wildfire in Santa Barbara, California, had scorched more than 13,400 acres of land by Tuesday, prompting evacuations and partial closure of Highway 101, according to the fire authorities. The fast-moving brush fire started on Monday afternoon near the Alisa Reservoir and swelled in size after being stoked by strong winds and burning in dense shrubland, according to Federal Wildfire Tracker. Video obtained by Reuters showed thick smoke and fire burning by the side of Route 101, a highway that runs along Californian coast. Thousands of residents have been evacuated, and the blaze is threatening hundreds of structures and ranch homes, fire officials said. Before we close for today's news, let's have a recap of the headlines tonight. Of Health. Eritrean delegation participates at the second ministerial meeting of the Group of Friends in Defense of Charter of the UN. Apple Inc. is likely to slash production of its iPhone. Hong Kong Stock Exchange cancelled all trading sessions. That was all for today's news. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.